Hello everybody, it's the Gaming Dad here, and it's that time of the month where we are going to be going over Games with Gold with April. April is a very special month as my little baby girl is going to become 3 years old. God, I'm getting old. And then the month after, I'm going to turn 30. Yikes. Anyway, before going on, I would just like to promote myself and my Twitch channel. I'm going to be streaming tonight Octopath Traveler. There is 88 achievements and they're all obtainable. I held back just because I didn't want to have an unobtainable game on in my list, as I am on 97% of games completed. I know, it's crazy when I think about it. And to follow along, it will be 7 PM UK GMT plus, I think it is now, because the clocks went forward. If you follow the Twitch link below and click follow, you'll get a notification. Anyway, I'd really like for you to join and have a chat with me, and I would appreciate the support. Now on to the Games of Gold. It's another month of not really good games. I kind of feel with Xbox Games of Gold, they're kind of pushing out the rubbish games as they're really wanting you to go with a Game Pass Ultimate. I could be wrong, but the past few months haven't had great games released, or, you know, great games for us achievement hunters. But going on to the first game released on April 1st for the whole month, we have Viking, Wolves of Midgard. This is an action RPG similar to Torchlight or Diablo. They usually say Diablo clones. And you're looking at a long completion. This is probably the longest game out of the 4, and it can be really hard as one of the achievements is a permadeath where you have to do the whole game without dying once. I think you can use your cloud saves to help. However, it's still a really hard one, and not a lot of people have actually earned this achievement. But if you stick at it, good on you, and comment below if you've actually played this before and you've managed to complete it. I would give this about an 8 out of 10 for difficulty, and you're about 60 to 80 hours to 100% it. Now on to the Xbox 360 Dark Void. That gets released on the 1st of April all the way up until the 15th. The kind of usual Xbox 360 games. This is a third person shooter with flying aspects, I think, in it. I've not looked much into it, but I can see there is actually a DLC pack, so that will give you a 1250 total gamer score. The game itself, the base game, is quite an easy one. However, the DLC is where it gets more difficult as it's survival missions and so on. But regarding the main game, you're looking at about a 3 out of 10 or a 4 out of 10 depending on your skill, and it'll take about 15 to 20 hours. The DLC, if you're going to buy it, is going to up it a little bit more. You kind of have to get used to the spawn locations for the survivor missions, and difficulty I'd probably just bump that up by 1 or 2. And that's only a few hours to finish that. So in all, this is probably one of the shortest games of Games with Gold, and probably the easiest. Truck Racing Championship. That gets released on April 16th and is until then halfway through into May, like usual with these Xbox second games that are half and half. This is a simulation racer, and it's with trucks. I've managed to finish Forza Motorsport 7, and that was a horrible 100% grind for hundreds of hours. I'm not even into driving games, it's just the Game Pass quest ended up putting it on my list, and then I had to finish it. This game alone is, like I said earlier, not the hardest game, but then that takes into account the people's skill. Driving games are not my forte, and some people aren't actually good at them. Some people are really good at them, so I can't really judge what it is in the sense of your skill. However, looking at the achievement list, a lot of them are just for winning certain races or championships. So in all, they're not going to be too difficult. Length of time, I'm saying about 20 to 30 hours, and for your kind of rating for difficulty, I would say about a 5. And lastly, from April 16th to April 30th, we have Hard Corps Uprising, an Xbox 360 arcade backwards compatible. This only has 12 achievements and 200 gamer score. This is a run and gun side scrolling shooter, and from what I kind of see, it looks a bit bullet helly. I don't think it's as hard as some of the other games that have bullet hell, like Contra or that, but your achievement 100% completion might be on the bit more difficult side. It's probably in line with Viking Wolves of Midgard, but maybe just a little bit lower. It all depends on your skill like usual. And even for time as well, this could be the second shortest or the third shortest, depending on your skill as well, because 20 hours minimum, you know, and that could go up to 40 to 100. It all depends on you really. So going on to the actual difficulty itself, I'm going to put this about a 7 out of 10, and for length of time I said about 20 to 40 to 100, whatever you want to say. It all depends on skill. This game, I mean, these most run and gun shooter games are like this. You know, it's not all about anyone can earn them, it is tied to skill. Sometimes luck and enemy placement. And then going on to my kind of input on it, I am not going to be touching any of these games. I might have Dark Void on my backlog and do it eventually. Truck, no way, Jose. And the Viking, I've always wanted to play that type of game, or not that type of game, Viking himself, but yeah, that permadeath achievement puts me off, and I would be touching Hard Corps Uprising with a 10-foot pole. So there we go. Yeah, again, another month that isn't fantastic, but yeah. Anyway, I hope to see you on the Twitch stream tonight. I don't know about trying it on YouTube restream as well. I haven't really made up my mind yet, but please, if you've got a Twitch account, come follow me, have a wee chat with me, let me know how you're getting on. You know, my YouTube content's kind of been slowing down because I've just had a few things going on at the moment. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell notification to keep yourself updated. And if you could join my Facebook and Patreon, that'd be greatly appreciated also. Last but not least, see ya!